Greetings, fellow action figure connoisseurs, and welcome to another episode of Digital Caveman Presents Surprise Thursday. I, as always, am your host, the Digital Caveman, and today I will be presenting you with the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Dark Knight Trilogy Batman. Let's get into it! Let's start things off with a look at the packaging. And 22 moving parts. McFarlane Toys with squishy swan face. Dark Knight Trilogy symbol. On the front, nice big window showcasing the figure and accessories. DC Multiverse Batman. Collect to build Bane. This is number 1 piece of 4. On the bottom, GameStop barcode, regular barcode, some other numbers, small print, fine print, legalese print, DC print, WV print, made in China print, and symbols I'm not going to learn. On this side, Dark Knight Trilogy, Batman, the Dark Knight Trilogy, and another sticker there. And McFarlane Toys, squishy spawn face. On this side, a bit of a window to let some light in from the side, I'm assuming. DC Multiverse Batman. Scan this stuff, DC Universe Infinite. And I'm guessing that's what that is. Dive into ever-expanding world of 25,000 plus digital comics. Oh, they finally got an app. I didn't know that. Download the app or visit DCUniverseInfinite.com, App Store, Google Play. On the back, product shot, which is probably of the prototype, the painted prototype. So it probably differs from the regular release. Then collect to build Bane, McFarlane Toys, Batman Dark Knight Trilogy, and it shows you 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then how they go together. Collect them all: Batman, Joker, Two-Face, and the Scarecrow. And then another ad for DC Universe Infinite, and where to find it. Scan that. McFarlane Toys, hashtag McFarlane Toys on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And then McFarlane Toys, squishy spawn face, address, made in China, all that good stuff. And then there, if y'all want to scan that thing, there it is. That, my friends, is a look at the packaging. Let's take a look at the figure and his accessories. And first of all, let's get these out of the way. He does come with 2 legs for Bane as part of, he's the Build-A-Figure. Bane is the Build-A-Figure of this wave, and he does come with both of his legs. Next up, we have his collector card, which I think is poster artwork from Dark Knight Rises, Batman Dark Knight Trilogy, and it looks pretty cool. Batman the Dark Knight Trilogy data file, and there's the information. I'll hold it there for a minute if you want to. Well, not technically a minute, but if you want to pause it and read all that, you're more than welcome to. DC Multiverse, and then DC WB, and all kinds of small legalese print stuff. Next up, we have the standard McFarlane DC Multiverse stand, or the standard 7-inch figure stand. And even Megafigs come with the same exact stand. Only difference on this one is that it has the DC logo on it right there. And it looks like it might be a Tampo. I'm gonna say it is. Next up for his accessories, we have 3 battery handy dandy tweezers here. We got 3 batarangs, and they are all the same. And all this gold color, and I do believe it's paint, not molded in a gold color. I could be wrong though. And again, 3 of those. They're all the same. And look pretty nice, I have to say. And then here we have his grapple gun in that same gold color that matches his belt, by the way. Nice molded details on there. So that's cool. Let's take a look at the figure himself. And I will have to say, you know, McFarlane gets a lot of crap over likenesses to movie characters. And I have to say, this one to me is probably the closest. It's not exact, but it does say Christian Bale to me, other than, you know, like the suit. That looks like Christian Bale to me. Your mileage, of course, may vary. And it says Dark Knight Trilogy on it, but I do believe this is more Dark Knight Rises than anything else. It's definitely not Batman Begins. But I do believe it's more Dark Knight Rises than Dark Knight. And it's got a little bit of paint right here across the chest. Gold for the belt. The cape looks nice. Mine actually came unglued pulling it out of the package. So it's actually supposed to be glued down like that. So... and there is a post in it as well. And it comes up over the shoulders and up under these pieces. Well, it looks like it does. I actually believe it's part of this. I do believe it's molded in there. So there is that. Nice. Again, gold on the belt, and it does go all the way around. And just nice sculpted detail throughout. Now let's take a look at his articulation. He can look up that high. He can look down that far. He's got a slight chicken neck in there. He's got some waggle. He can do the full Exorcist. And at the shoulder, this is a separate piece and it's glued onto the arm. And if you bend it a little bit, he'll get almost a 90-degree bend there at the arm. And he does have slight butterfly. It'll go forward that far and back that far. We'll do a full 360-degree rotation. Now, something I was a little, I won't really say upset about, but there is no bicep swivel. If it is, I cannot get it. It looks like they're supposed to be in the sculpt, but it doesn't. I don't know if maybe when they glued this on, it hinged it up, and the other side as well. So there could be a bicep swivel there, but not on mine apparently. Double hinged pinned elbow, and it gives you that much bend. Ooh, look at those, kind of sharp too. Not really, they won't poke you too bad. Ball hinge at the wrist. This one's set to up and down. It will do a full 360-degree rotation, and set to up and down on this one as well, and 360-degree rotation. You can adjust those like I just did. Now this one is on in and out hinge. There's a cut here where the chest and upper abdomen meet the lower abdomen, and it gives you some hula, well, gives you a lot of motion right there. And then there's another cut here at the waist on like a dumbbell joint, and in conjunction, you know, he gets a wide range of motion there. He can bend back that far, forward that far, so that's really good. He can do a full 360-degree rotation at the upper joint here, and at the lower joint as well. At the hips, he can give you that much of the splits, almost the full splits. It does bend up the diaper portion though, and it's got some detents in there. Sounds like he's making some bat gas. He'll kick forward that far again. It does bend the rubber overlay. Steps back about 2 steps, I would say. Nothing at the thighs. Got a little bit of rotation in here at the hip. Not a lot though. At the knee, double hinged pinned knee, and it gives you that much bend. And again, nothing. It's a McFarlane, so nothing here at the shin. At the ankle, tilts down that far, tilts up that far, and that's a pretty good range of motion. It does have toe tilt, not quite 90 degrees, and he does have forward facing pin for rocker. And again, this you can, I'll say you can rotate, maybe you can't. It acts like it doesn't want to rotate, so maybe you cannot rotate this one, but he's got plenty of rocker in there. Do that. Even look, even got details on the bottom of the shoes. That's pretty cool. This is a really, really detailed figure in the sculpt. And again, out of all the McFarlane movie figures that I have looked at, I don't own a lot of them, but all the ones that I've looked at, this is probably the closest likeness to any of the actors that they've ever got. I know it's just a small portion of his face right there, but to me it really looks like the Bale Batman. That, my friends, is a look at the figure and his accessories. It's time for my favorite part of a review, comparisons. And in the back we have the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Dark Knight Trilogy Batman, and in front of him we have Mattel's last attempt at a 6-inch line for Dark Knight Rises. And in the middle row there we have Alfred, Bane, and Catwoman, and in the front Batman as he appeared in that film. Here's DC Multiverse Dark Knight Trilogy Batman with DC Multiverse Hush Batman from the Batman vs. Hush 2-pack, and the DC Multiverse Three Jokers Batman. For our final set of comparisons, here we have the DC Multiverse Dark Knight Trilogy Batman with the Marvel Legends series making his cameo appearance, Stan the Man Lee. From G.I. Joe Classified series, we have the Hasbro Pulse exclusive Regal variant Cobra Commander. From Star Wars The Black series, we have the Archive Edition 501st Legion Clone Trooper. And for a 7-inch comparison, from Masters of the Universe Masterverse line, we have the 40th Anniversary He-Man. For final thoughts on the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Dark Knight Trilogy Batman, I have to say, overall, I like the look of this. The sculpt is nice, the overlays are nice, the articulation for the most part is nice. It is missing the bicep swivels, so that's a thing. And this one really would have benefited. I mean, all McFarlane Batmans would benefit from a cloth wired cape, but this one in particular really would have worked much better with a cloth wired cape. And I know for the price point, it's not going to happen at that price point. However, at this point, that should really be standard for capes in all lines at this point. The accessories, I like the accessories. My cape, on the back pieces of it, there's supposed to be two pieces glued to like the shoulder blades, and it came loose, and I'm not sure if that was in the packaging when I pulled it out of the packaging, but it's okay. It doesn't detract from anything. And one major positive on this figure, and I mean this is really a stupendous thing for a McFarlane Toys movie-based figure. The face, the part of the face that's exposed, does really look like Christian Bale, in my opinion. Your mileage, of course, may vary, but in my opinion, it looks like Christian Bale. This is the closest they've ever gotten to an actual likeness at McFarlane Toys for a movie-based figure. And I have to say, overall, you know, I like this figure. You know, he is missing that bicep swivel, but I don't think it's gonna be that big a deal with this guy. And again, like I said, the cloth cape really would have been nice with this, but I suppose it is what it be, and it be what it is. Well, that does it for the review. I hope that you enjoyed it. I enjoyed making it. Only support from viewers like you make this programming possible. Each view does count, and I do appreciate each and every single view that I receive. Thank you, and thank you so very much for supporting this channel through viewing. Comment below, like, share, subscribe if you'd like to see more reviews, or just help the channel out further, or both. That's even better. And don't forget to ding that bell so that in the future you will be notified as my new content becomes available. That's a wrap, folks. I'll see you next time.